Going live, we are live.
Hey.
Hopefully we are working. Send us a message just to let us know.
Welcome back. If you joined us yesterday, if you didn't join us yesterday, thank you for joining us today.
Woo.
Number 2.
Yes, exactly, episode 2. If you were here yesterday, you probably know that this is Joe and I'm Scott. We are co-ed coaches of Wigmore Tennis Club. We'll give you a few minutes just to get ready.
Some stuff that you might need to get if you haven't seen us on Instagram, or you haven't read it just there, or you didn't read anywhere else. Some things that you might need today. We're going to need some tennis rackets, or whatever you're using instead of a tennis racket, frying pan, book, placemats, things like that. You'll need 2 of those. You'll also need 3 things to move around. We'll show you what we're using in a little bit. And you'll need a couple of pairs of socks. So we've got 2 pairs of socks today. We're going to use both of those. You will need socks. You can use a tennis ball for a different thing, but there is an activity where you will need a pair of socks.
So make sure you've got some.
2 pairs of socks. Right?
There you go. Oh, Odysseus is there as well.
Hello, Odysseus.
Right, so we'll give you just a minute to get ready. The first thing you will need is 3 items or obstacles to move around. Okay, so we're going to start setting up. Obviously, we have a bottle of tequila and Sambuca. So we've got 2 bottles, and we're going to have a pair of socks in the middle as well. Okay, hopefully you guys can all see that. Super. There we go, super. Right, okay, so just a reminder, try and get 3 items to move around. Okay, like we've got 3 bottles and a pair of socks. The first activity is a reaction game. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to kind of number your items. So this is item number 1, item number 2, item number 3. We're going to call out a number, and you've got to quickly touch that item and get back into a ready position, nice low stance, before we say the next one.
Okay. I'm going to go first on this one.
So, for example, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. You see how quick Joe was there? Okay, we're looking for that nice low stance. Okay, and he's going to try and touch that item really, really quickly. He's not going to just lean and touch it. He's going to actually get right behind that item. He's got to move. Okay, tennis players have got to have fast feet. Okay, right. Hopefully you're all ready. Okay, ready?
Make sure you're doing this at home with us.
We'll do it for about 30 seconds. Okay, ready, and 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1. There you go. Very good, Joe.
Thanks very much, Coach Scott.
Have a breather. Have a breather. Okay, what are people saying? Fantastic. We've got a shout out. I think Julia's just given us a shout out.
Hey! We've got Julia with us. For those of you who remember, Julia Sale used to actually be our boss.
Yeah.
And now she's joining us from down in Worthing. Thank you so much, Julia.
Hey, Julia. I hope you've got your 3 items set up. Right, it's my go now. So if you've got 2 people doing it, second person have a go, or you can try and be even better the second time. Right, I'm ready, Joe.
Right, you ready? We're going to do this for about 30 seconds again.
And you should be doing exactly the same item that Joe's calling out.
Okay, right, ready? 3, 1,
really confused
2,
there.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
This is making me really nervous.
3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2,
That.
2, 3, 1, 1, and stop there.
Oh, feel it.
A little bit over 30 seconds there, Scott.
Feel it in those legs. Hopefully that's got you all warmed up. Whew. Right, my heart is going. I need a little drink.
Okay.
Right.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on. I want you to leave 2 of them where they are. We're actually going to have a little competition now. And I want you to move the socks, your middle thing, back a little bit. So you can see there, my number 2 is no longer there. I've just got an area, and I've got our 2 bottles still here.
We
Okay.
That's it. So on this next one, okay, we're going to, it's a little bit similar to our figure of 8 activity that we did yesterday. What Joe's going to do is he's going to move over and touch the first item. He's going to come back and recover behind the middle one. Then he's going to move out to the other side and touch the second and move back and repeat. He's going to try and do that as many times as he can in 30 seconds.
And remember, you must get both feet back behind what was the number 2 position. Both feet back behind there. This is your recovery position. Recovery is super important in tennis, isn't it, Scott?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Every tennis player has to recover. It doesn't matter whether you're a beginner, an advanced player, you have to recover. You have to be in the best place. And right now that is behind this.
Okay, are you ready?
So we're going to have 30 seconds. How many can you do?
Let's see
if you can beat me and Scott. We're both going to have a go.
And let us know what team you're on, Team Scott or Team Joe. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! So you're alternating between items. You've got to make sure you're getting back behind that middle one. That's it. You've got to have fast feet. Your body should be facing your TV, your laptop, or whatever you're watching us on. That's it. Good, Joe. Well done. Nice fast feet. You've got 10 seconds left. I'm just looking at the comments. There we go. Oh, fantastic. Got the whole Birmingham family involved.
Yes, well done.
Fantastic. And stop there. Did you count?
I did count. I got 18.
Well done. Right, type in the comments how many you got. Did you beat Joe?
Oh.
And do you think I can beat him? There's only one correct answer to that, guys.
I got beaten a lot yesterday, so I'm really not keen to be beaten more today. Right, let us know how you do.
Right, second go, everyone. I'm really nervous.
Okay.
Right.
So if you're not ready, get yourself quick ready. If you've got more than one player, switch around, see how you do. Oh, I've been beaten, Scott.
Who beat you? Who beat you?
Everyone's beating me. We've got Seb, our good friend Seb. He's beaten me.
Shout out to Seb.
Odysseus has beaten me as well.
Oh my gosh. Right, okay, come on, guys. Right, I'm going to see if I can beat Joe.
Okay, right, is everyone ready? Your 30 seconds starts now. Okay, what you can see
already
here,
tired.
he's always getting both feet back before he moves, and he's staying nice and low every single time. He's in this good low setup, and you can see he's actually moving in that. He's got a great low centre of gravity.
I've lost count.
We've got 7 seconds left, everybody. And stop there.
Oh, I only got 14. Oh, Joe beat me. Type what you're in the comments what you got. Right, we're gonna set up for the next one. Have a quick breather. So we need, yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you can see we've actually just moved our 3 obstacles closer together. You're going to need them closer together for this next one because this is quite hard. We're trying to incorporate an awful lot more balance than this one. Okay?
Right, so what you need now is, you need the items closer together, and you need a racket or a frying pan and a ball, or you could have some socks, for example. Okay, like this. That's it. What you're going to do now, you can have a little practice of this, is I'll show you a hard version of this, and I'll show you an easy version in case you struggle. You're going to balance the ball on your racket, and you're going to balance on one leg. And now I've got to alternate which item I touch. Okay, so I've got to go and touch item 1, then come up, touch item 2, which is much lower, and then come up, and then turn and touch item 3. And come up.
I think we should have used another bottle of booze.
I know, it would have been much easier.
Yeah.
If you struggle to do it on one leg, okay, you can do it with a wider stance, okay, and then just really focus on keeping that ball on your racket, okay? You've got to make sure you don't have a wobbly racket, otherwise it'll fall off. Okay. So that's what we're going to try and do. Go on, Joe, you can do a demo as well.
I'm going to go first. If you struggle with that as well, you could change a tennis ball if you're using a tennis ball and use a pair of socks. That won't move around quite as much, but it obviously will fall off if you turn your racket around. So Scott, which one should I do? Should I do the hard one? Or
Go on, do the hard one. I'll do the easy
one.
So you're going to do this for 30 seconds. Well, hopefully you're practicing already at the moment. And then you're going to do this for 30 seconds. You're going to see if you can do it without the ball falling off your racket. Okay? Let us know if you manage to do it. Right, 30 seconds starting now. Very good balance. Oh, it's going very, very, very fast. Oh my gosh, everyone beat me on that, Joe. Everyone beat me now.
Really, shouldn't you, Scott?
Absolutely. Right, so we've got 15 seconds left. Joe's going very, very quick. He's managed to hold his balance. You can change your leg as well if your leg gets tired.
I'm falling.
Can Joe do it? Can he do it?
Balance again.
Keep going, otherwise it's cheating. There we go. Well done. Pause there. That was very good. Round of applause for Coach Joe. That's pretty good.
I'm here all week.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Now it's my turn. So I'm gonna go on. I'll do it on one leg as well. Right. Otherwise it's fair. Right. Do you want to do 30 seconds?
Okay, so 30 seconds.
If it fell off a few times this time, let's see if you can improve it. Okay. Try and improve your score.
Right, and we're going to go now.
Right. Let's see if I can stay balanced.
Good. And what you can see here is Scott is always managing to come up fully upright again before he does the next one. He's not just doing it all down here.
So always coming up. I'm going to change legs. You're allowed to change legs. Well, I am in my one anyway.
Scott's allowed to change legs. I didn't change legs.
That's it. Coming right up. I nearly cheated on that one. Keep the balance.
6 seconds left.
Feel the burn. Feel the burn.
2, 1, and stop there.
Managed it. Managed it. Fantastic.
Okay.
Right. We don't need these items now, do we?
No, we're going to get rid of these things now. You're not going to need these
Yeah,
next.
we're going to drink them later. Right. What's the next one, Joe?
Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is practice some reactions.
Ooh.
So more reactions. This is quite tough. Let's see how you do.
Okay, so we'll demo this if you're working in a pair, and we've also got a variation of this if you are on your own. I will get Joe to do the demo on your own because I'm quite bad at it, as I practiced it earlier. So what you're going to do, we'll demo the one in pairs first. One person has 2 tennis balls or 2 pairs of socks, this could be, okay? I'm going to put them out in front of me like this. Joe's going to put his hands faced upwards, palms up to the sky, on top of mine, okay? I'm going to drop just 1 tennis ball, and he has to see if he can catch it. He's going to see if he can catch it before it bounces, okay? So I'm going to do that. Oh, he failed. Okay. No.
Air catching.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. You can do this. You can do this. Oh, no, he missed it. Okay, obviously a variation of this is you could try and catch it. If you struggle, you can do it after 1 bounce. So we'll do a slightly easier version. So I drop it and he catches it after 1. If you're on your own, this is what you're going to do.
If you're not lucky enough to have your best friend and your co-head coach living with you, what you're going to try and do instead, 2 balls, or you could do this with 1 ball. I'm going to hold them up nice and high. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to catch with my hands underneath. So here, and there. And then I can go back up again. So here, and then I catch with my hands underneath. I let go, and then I bring them down. Okay? Let us know which one you're trying at home. Are you trying it on your own? Are you trying it in pairs? Again, if you find that one difficult, you could just do 1 ball and try and catch the same hand. Again, we could catch it after the bounce as well.
Okay, right, let's do it. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and then you're going to swap over roles, okay? So one person be the dropper, and then we'll swap over, okay? Let's see how many you can do in 30 seconds. Right, ready? Let's go.
Nice and
high. Right, go on, Joe. Oh, no. Come on, let's see if we can do it. Oh, that's it, keep going. That's it. Yes, he's got 1. 2, well done. 3.
I feel like I'm quick now.
He's on it, he's on it.
Yes.
That's it, although I have just been alternating.
Oh.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
I cheated, I went too early.
Still on 3. That's it, 4. Oh, you went too early.
I'm cheating.
That's it. Right, Joe got 4 then, okay? So again, if you're trying to do this on your own as well, because that could be your score, let us know what score you got. We're going to have another 30 seconds and see if you can beat your previous score, beat your partner. Right, so I've got to try and beat 4. Right, I've also got in charge of the time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Joe.
Both.
Right, 1.
Well done.
1 for me.
Palms up, Scott.
Oh, yeah, too good.
Scott's cheating as well, everybody.
Cheating. All right, come on, guys. Hopefully you're doing better than I am. Oh, that so counts, Joe. That so counts.
Got to stay in your hand, surely.
Right, I'm only on 1, guys. 2. Here we go.
You can see that Scott's got a nice low set up here as well.
Yeah. Oh,
He doesn't like it when I drop it with my left.
oh, time's up.
Oh.
Oh, I got two. I got two. Let us know how many you got, how well you did. Okay, right. That was a tough one.
That was quite a tough one. I'm going to have a quick sip of water.
Okay, grab yourself a quick sip of water, guys. And for the next activity, you will need. I'm writing this on.
2 rackets.
2 rackets or 2 frying pans. Okay, 17. Who got 17? Wow, that was a good one. Good score.
Oh my goodness, is that
Very
release
good.
there doing 17?
That was a great one.
Well done.
Super.
2 pairs of socks as well. Scott's forgot that.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you need socks. I mean, you can do it with a ball, but we're doing it with socks.
Lois and Claire are having a little competition. Well done, Lois. 3-0 up on Mum there.
Well done, well done. Who else? right, okay. So this one, oh god, Joe, I can't remember this one.
Okay, so in this one, what we're going to do is we're both going to have our socks on our tennis racket. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand about so far apart, and we're both going to try and throw at the same time, and then catch the other pair of socks. Okay, and we'll keep doing this. Now you can work together, like Scott and I are here. We're trying to throw the socks and catch at about the same time. Or if you want to make this a little bit more tricky, a little bit more competitive, if you're doing this with someone else, Scott and I are obviously quite competitive, you're actually going to try and get rid of the socks straight away, a little bit like hot potato. So it looks like this.
Oh my
Make
God.
sure you're doing this at home, everybody. Scott's doing really harsh throws at me here.
Really, really harsh.
Oh,
I can just picture socks going everywhere in everyone's living rooms now. If you're on your own, you can do a variation of this, so you can go up and then try and catch it on the other side. Okay, so to make, and that's also a variation you can do in pairs.
Yeah.
If you want to try and make it a bit harder, so you're alternating which side of the racket that you're catching. Okay, so you can do that one on your own, or you can do that one in pairs.
You could also do that as a competition if you wanted to make it supreme levels here.
So keep practicing, and then we're going to have another 30-second challenge to see how many you can get. Okay, right. Let's see what we can get, Joe. You ready?
Okay.
So every time that you pass the ball, that counts as one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Ready? You keep counting. Oh no, we're collided. Sometimes that will happen. That's it. So Joe's doing the counting for us. That's it. So you could be using your racket, you can be using your frying pan. You don't necessarily have to use socks. I don't know if you could use an apple. I think it might damage the apple. There we go.
You eat it afterwards.
Yeah, very bruised apple.
Whoa.
That's it. And stop there. How many did we get?
We got 23.
23. Let us know how many you got. We'll have another go at that. Okay, and we're going to do it with our non-dominant hand this time, just to practice both sides. So
you could also do that as a progression.
You could also practice. You could practice that. Put the racket in your other hand. Ready? 30 more seconds.
See if you can beat the first score. See if you can beat our score.
Right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. I'm finding this much harder. I'm going to do it. Oh no! Dropped it. There we go. Good. You've got to really absorb the tennis ball or the socks on the racket, trying to make sure it doesn't bounce off. Got to keep it nice and flat. That's it. Oh, you're getting into a good rhythm now. Oh no! Spoke too soon, guys.
Okay.
Spoke too soon. Oh, there we go. That's it. Time's up.
Oh!
Did we beat our score?
By 1, 24 that time.
Boom.
Boom.
Right. Let us know if you beat your score. Let us know if you beat us as well. I'm sure a lot of you did. That would be very good. Okay, so we're going to go on to our skill of the day now. If you tuned in yesterday, you will have.
Oh my goodness! I just knew. Rory got 10. Rory, that's excellent. Well done.
Very good, Rory. Fantastic.
How old is Rory again, Scott?
I think Rory's 5.
Oh,
So
very young. You've got a very young.
very good. Very good. If you remember yesterday, our skill of the day, we were practicing the ball throw of our serve. So keep that in mind. But this time, what we're going to be looking at is our racket arm. We're actually going to be learning something called pronation of our wrist. So our we've got a very, very simple first task. Okay, you can do this in pairs. The wall could be your partner on this one. Okay, what you're going to do with your strong hand, you're going to have the palm of your hand pointing towards your ear, and my elbow is pointing towards my partner. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just moving our elbow and our wrist. We're going to go up and try and high five like that. Okay, we're not coming like this. Palm of my hand is pointing towards my ear, elbow to Joe, high five. Okay, and we're getting used to that action. Yeah, this is called pronation. It's very important on the serve. Allows us to add lots of power and allows us to add spin on the serve as well. So get warming up that action. I know it looks quite funny. There you go.
If there are any parents at home who aren't taking part but are watching the children take part, take some videos, because this is a really good exercise for us to be able to see as well. If you send us some of those videos, we can give you some feedback. We actually had some of that today, didn't we?
We did have some people send us feedback. We gave them a little bit of coaching on what to improve on. So you can always send it to us. You can send it to us on Instagram, on Facebook. You can email us. If you've got we've also got a business WhatsApp as well. You can send it to us on. All the details are actually in the description of the video. Okay.
Thanks, Birminghams. They love it.
Right. Next challenge. Get your socks or your tennis ball. Okay. What you're going to do it again in pairs. Oh, by the way, if you were doing that activity on your own, you could do that against the wall as well. Okay. Or practice or high five the sky. Right. Next one. So get your socks. You're going to put your pair of socks. Hopefully these are nice and clean, Joe. Okay, right near your ear, and you're doing the same action, but you're letting go of the socks where you would have high-fived your partner. Okay,
so we're standing a little bit further apart this time because Scott's going to throw some stuff at me.
Absolutely, throw some smelly socks. Try and say that 3 times fast. Okay, so you see how I'm just using my elbow.
Is this good, Scott?
Yeah, that's very good. Perfect. See if I can catch it in that position as well. So elbow pointing to your partner and then catching. That's it. Very good. Okay.
Make sure you're doing this at home, everybody. Make sure you're having a go at this. Really important positions to remember. Make sure you start with that position with the palm of your hand pointing in towards your ear. Finish with the palm of your hand pointing up nice and high. Up to the sky.
Up to the sky. High five the sky. There we go. Cool. Last few goes, guys. Last few goes. And then we're going to get our rackets on this one. Very good. Super. High five.
It's our new high five from now on.
Right. Okay. Grab your rackets. Okay. This is the real challenge now. You're gonna have a challenge against us. So Joe's gonna get his racket.
That's true. I need a racket.
You're gonna have 2 rackets, or I don't know if this might be a bit interesting doing it with frying pans. Maybe don't do this with frying pans. Use rackets or hands on this one. Because you may break them. So you're going to stand reasonably close to each other. Okay. Now this is where we're practicing the throw that we did yesterday. I'm going to throw the ball in between us two. Okay. And then we're going to try and trap the ball together with our rackets. So we're again practicing that pronation of our wrist, but also the throw has to be really accurate. Otherwise we won't be able to do it. So this is how it should look. Yeah. I'm going to throw it up in between us. And then we trap it.
Boom.
So you notice how our arms are still straight. Okay, it could have been maybe
this time.
Oh yeah, practice. Yeah, alternate the throw. Boom. Okay. So look, we're not doing it down here. We're trying to reach up. If you haven't got a partner, Joe's going to be my wall. Okay.
I've been practicing my.
Joe's very good as a wall. He's very good.
You ready?
Okay. Look at that great wall impression. Okay. He needs to be a bit higher. I'm not that small. Even higher. Even higher. I'll try not to hit your fingers. Okay, so look, I've got the elbow pointing that way. Okay, I throw up, high five the wall. Okay, I point the elbow to Joe. Well, not Joe, the wall. Okay, make sure you're practicing that in your pairs or your wall. Okay, right, we're going to have a 30-second challenge coming up. The 30-second challenge is how many times you can trap that ball, okay, as a pair.
Right. Let's do this with the ball this time.
We're going to do it with the ball. Let's do it with the ball.
We've shown you with the socks, now we're going to have a go with our tennis ball.
Okay, ready. Hopefully you're ready, guys. Okay, 30 seconds. We're going to have 2 goes of this. 3. Oh, hang on. I haven't got my timer ready. Come on, Scott. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, whether you're doing alternate the throw as well. So Joe did the first one. I'm doing the second. If you're on your own, try and do this as many times against the wall as you can. All right, 3. Perfect. 4. Your throw. Ooh. Well done.
5.
Hopefully I can sense you're all doing this at home.
6.
That's it. Make sure you're alternating goes.
7.
And try not to do it down here. Try and reach up for it. Oh no! We need to hit the camera.
We've got another one.
Right, 30 seconds is up. How many did we do?
7.
We did 7. Let us know. Did you beat us?
Yeah.
Okay, right, have a little break and then we're going to do that again very quickly. I'm just going to get the other ball.
Did anybody beat us? Let's have a little look.
Anyone beat us? Come on, guys. Anyone beat us?
Can you get more than 7? Oh, 11.
12. The Birmingham's got 12. Oh my gosh.
Which Birminghams were those?
Yeah, exactly.
Was that just Nick? Nick against the wall.
Right. Okay. Ready? Second go. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. See if you can beat your score. What score were we trying to beat, Joe?
2. We're trying to get more than 7.
Trying to get more than 7. Okay. Let's try and do it. That's your go. 3, 4. Good.
I mean, I'm trying to beat the Birminghams now.
Let's beat the Birminghams.
Get that trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hashtag beat the Birminghams.
There we go. That's it. Make sure that you're reaching up. I might need to throw it up a little bit higher for Joe. That's it. Okay. Super. Parents, record your kids doing it. And then we can see them online. Stop there.
Ooh.
Fantastic. How many did we get?
We got 13.
13. We beat it by 2. Let us know if you managed to beat your score.
And we beat Birmingham by 2. Yes.
What did we get? We got
7 the first time.
Okay. Right. Okay. So we are almost we're going to be wrapping up in just a sec. Okay. So let us know what your scores were. Very good. Oh, good score.
12 again. Well done.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Right. A little recap of things we've been doing. So you'll remember that at the start we had 3 items out, and what was the first activity?
So the first activity was what I was calling 1, 2, 3 touch. That's the one where I or Scott called out to you and you had to move to whichever number I said. So if I said 1 or 2 or 3, what were we practicing there, Scott?
So we're practicing our nice low ready position and our fast feet, making sure that we were getting behind the item, not leaning over. Then we had a balancing version of that. So we were practicing our balance and our core strength, making sure that we're able to stay on one leg. Balance is very important in tennis.
We had our competition as well, if you remember. That's the one where we had to move and then get back again. So we were recovering back behind our line, or our socks in our case.
Absolutely. Then we were practicing our joggle catches. So then that's practicing our coordination, having soft hands, being able to slow a ball down, which again, very important.
We gave you lots of different variations of that, didn't we?
And our skill of the day.
Our skill of the day was our server game, wasn't it? But this time we were more specifically practicing our pronation.
Cool. So make sure, the skill of the day, whenever we do a skill of the day, try and practice it outside. Send us your videos. We can give you tips on how to improve. And also we're going to be, straight after this, we're going to be recording one of our tennis lockdown challenges, which you can try and see if you can beat our scores as well. So remember, we post those every day every weekday on our Instagram.
Coach Jake, you're going to give me a big head if you keep being nice.
Right. Oh, I meant to say this yesterday. So because we might be on lockdown for a while, it might be we've got some items which we recommend you purchasing to practice your tennis. If you haven't already, try and get some sponge balls. Okay, these are really good for practicing indoors if you don't have a garden. If you do have some space, or even if you've got a little bit of space in your living room, it might also be worth getting a zig net as well. I know we've shown variations of what you can do. You can put chairs up instead. But if you've got space, it might be a good idea to get a net. We play in our car park outside to practice our tennis skills. And another, you might see that on Instagram. Yeah. And one final thing, which is also good to practice tennis indoors, is balloons, because you can practice your coordination as well. So we're going to show you some, maybe in a few days or weeks or whatever, we'll show you some activities, and we'll definitely do some lockdown challenges involving those as well. Cool.
Brilliant. Thank you again for joining us. I hope you've all had a good time. We've had a good time.
And we'll see you
same time tomorrow.
And look out for our lockdown challenges on Instagram. See you guys. See you tomorrow. Let's see, I'm just looking at the comments. End stream.